Hi, Ashley. We're just waiting for Mrs. Sharma. Hi, guys. We're just waiting for Mrs. Sharma right now. She will be joining soon. Hi. Hi, guys. Okay. Thank you, Nasa. Hi, Mrs. Sharma.
Hi, Isha.
Congratulations once again for being our January Nest of Honor nominee, and thank you so much for all your hard work because it's really evident that you're really passionate about teaching, and we can really tell that you care about your students. So I'm Isha, as you know, and I'm very excited to be your host for today's live stream. So how are you feeling?
Nervous, but thank you for having me here and excited.
Of course, yes. You should be excited.
This is my first live, so yes, nervous.
It's going to be very fun, don't worry. Okay, so okay, let's begin with your Improv Vogue 73 questions interview.
Okay.
So the first question is, who are you?
I'm Sandhya Sharma. I'm a biology teacher at American High School, a parent, a sister, a daughter, a wife.
How long have you worked at American?
This is my 6th year.
Wow.
Fifth, sorry, fifth. I'm going one step ahead. Yeah.
Why did you decide to become a biology teacher?
Biology because I love the interconnectedness of things, and teacher because I can be the queen of the lab and you all can be my minions.
That is a very good point. So where are you right now?
Right now, I am where I teach from. So I'm going to show you. This is where I teach from. So this is where I am. And in a moment, I'm going to go out to my backyard because it's nice to be out today.
Yeah. The weather's really nice today,
yes.
So I agree. Okay, so how has the transition from in-person to online school been for you?
Quite frustrating because I feel I cannot connect with my students the way I would want to. Can't hug them.
Mrs. Sharma, this is a side note. You're glowing in the sunlight.
Okay, I am going to walk to the... I'll sit down. Is that better?
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Okay, so what have you learned from being in quarantine for almost a year now?
That it's okay if things don't work out the way you want them to. And not everything has to go according to plan. Things change.
That is very good advice. So what has been your favorite quarantine activity?
Movie nights with my family.
Yeah, those are very fun. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Do you prefer dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
Neither. I'm a white chocolate person.
Oh, I also really like white chocolate. What is your favorite animal?
Squirrel from Ice Age. I mean, yeah, that's when I learned about the power of a squirrel. So yes, since that movie.
That's very true. I also really like the squirrel from Ice Age.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any pets?
No. Do children count? I mean, okay, yeah.
What is the best compliment that you have ever received?
One of my students recently said, "You get us." And I think that was really nice because then it validates everything.
Yeah, I agree. You do really understand us, and that's really nice. What are 3 things that you cannot live without?
Okay, my tea, a dessert, something sweet, and a book. Absolutely needed.
What is your guilty pleasure?
Ooh, desserts, white chocolate, Indian mithai, anything that is sweet.
Yes.
Sometimes I will hide it and eat it and my family doesn't know.
I do that too. So what were you like in high school?
Oh, very different from what I'm now. I was an introvert. I was often socially awkward, very closed-in.
So what advice would you give to your high school self now? So
It's okay to step out of the box. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's what I was asking.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Okay. Well, it's okay to step out of the box. It's okay to try things out of your comfort zone. If I could go back, I would do that.
What is your favorite Bollywood movie?
Ooh, Chennai Express.
Oh, I really like that
I
movie
have
too.
many favorite ones. Yeah, and very recently I watched Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge. I love that.
A classic.
Yes.
What is your favorite Disney character?
Uh, Mushu from Mulan,
Oh,
the little red dragon in Mulan.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's a cute character. So what advice
Mm-hmm.
would you give to your students regarding how to deal with stress?
I always tell them that, and your generation is remarkable. You guys are so resilient, but it's always nice to take a little bit of time, even if for 5 minutes you can do something that gives you pleasure,
Mm-hmm.
and that's important. So there are stresses in life, but if you can take out some time to be positive and to do something fun, even if it's like singing at the top of your voice or throwing around water or whatever it is, do something fun.
That is very good advice. What is your dream vacation?
Oh, very recently it's become going to Mars on SpaceX.
Oh, that is,
Yes.
yeah. I
That's
was
the
expecting
latest one.
something like Hawaii.
No. Well, there were many others, but now this has taken over
Mars, yeah.
everything else. Yes,
Yeah, going to
absolutely.
another planet would definitely be very cool.
Yes.
What is your funniest classroom story?
Okay. Well, there are so many. Um, so let's go back to when the science department used to be in the 500 wing. I don't know if you've ever seen it. So all classrooms are open classrooms.
Mm-hmm.
And it was my first year. And I found an anonymous note once on my desk because you can just walk into any classroom.
Mm-hmm.
And it said that, Mrs. Sharma, you have a very loud voice. And I do. I have a very booming voice. And in the first period, we want to relax and sleep, but your voice keeps us awake. And this was from kids who were wherever in that somewhere. There are 6 classes in that
Mm-hmm.
500 wing. So someone
Oh my
left me a
god.
note that I should talk softer because I was interfering their morning nap in the first period.
Well, I mean, at least they were like, honest.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but I did not lower my voice. So yeah.
Which biology lab is your favorite?
I love dissections.
Me too. I remember in freshman year, my frog was pregnant.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's quite
What
interesting.
is the last book that you read?
Over winter break, I was reading the Harry Potter series.
Yeah, I
So
love the Harry Potter
yes,
series.
rereading, I should say. Yes.
And how was it? Would you recommend it?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And after reading it, my daughters are Harry Potter fans. So after reading it, now I can understand the references that they make. So I feel included. So yeah, it's good. And it's a really nicely written book. Yeah.
Yeah. Who would you say is your biggest role model? Oh no.
My umbrella's disappeared. Sorry. It's too windy.
Who would you
Doesn't
say
matter. Go
is
ahead.
your biggest role model?
I have to say my mother, and I also look up to my sister.
That's a very cute answer.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite singer?
Can I choose two?
Who?
So can I choose two?
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah.
choose two.
Okay. So for Hindi, I would say Kishore Kumar.
Oh, yes.
And for English music, I would say Celine Dion.
Oh, yeah, I really like it. We actually went to a Kishore Kumar concert once.
Oh,
It
yeah?
was an experience. Yeah, it's really good.
Okay. Yeah, I love his songs.
I think I already asked this question, yeah. So what is your favorite activity to do on a rainy day?
My cup of tea
Mm.
and a book, and people should leave me alone. But that would be the best thing.
I agree. What is your go-to Starbucks order?
I get the grande medium roast and with a dash of cinnamon.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Yeah. Very, very ordinary. I can't do those all the mixes that you guys do and all the fancy drinks.
Yeah.
Yes, I just want coffee.
So do you believe in astrology?
No.
Okay, so if you could instantly have one talent, what would it be?
So, people in my family sing, and I constantly interrupt their songs in my own non-melodious voice. So then they say, "Mom, do you have to always interrupt our songs?" So I would love to sing.
No, I'm sure you have a great voice, Mrs. Sharma. You should sing for us one
Thank.
day.
Okay, thank you, Isha. And then you guys will
Of course.
mute, Mr. Sharma, mute.
If you could star in any movie remake, which one would it be?
Oh, okay. So I would want to be Darth Vader in Return of the Jedi.
Oh,
He's
wow.
my favorite all-time villain. I like villain of all time.
That's a good answer, actually. So, scientifically speaking, is water wet?
Ooh, okay. Uh, water is a compound. You know that. It's a polar
Yeah.
compound. You know that. So water makes things wet. Water in itself is not wet.
That's good. That's good to know.
I don't know if it
will
makes
know that.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah. That makes a lot more sense now.
Okay, good.
Okay, so if you had to be like a kitchen utensil, which one would you be?
Sometimes I love to irritate people, so stir it up. So maybe a whisk.
I would probably be like a spoon.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
If you had to join one sports team in American, which one would you join?
All sports team at Americans are really good, but I've been trying to convince my children to join water polo, and none of them did. So maybe I should, or I would.
Yeah, water polo seems like really hard.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah. And I love water. I'm a water person, so that would be cool. Yeah.
Okay, so if you had to teach another class instead of biology, which one would you teach?
Probably library media skills. I love books.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so do you put milk or cereal first?
Cereal, always.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's the only right answer.
I cannot understand how people would put milk first, but I mean, yeah, they do it. But for me,
because personally, I just don't know how much milk to put then, or like how much cereal to
Exactly.
put. Yeah, so it's
Exactly.
better to put cereal first.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is one thing that's on your bucket list?
I told you I'm a water person, so I would love to do whitewater rafting, and not just anywhere. I would want to do it in the Grand Canyon.
Oh my gosh! Oh wow!
Because I've heard that you have to kind of put in your name in a lottery, and it takes a long time and all that stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool. That sounds really fun.
Yeah. I don't know, but I want to try it out.
That sounds fun. Yeah. What is your biggest fear?
Oh, not being able to keep my family safe.
That's a very sensible one. Yeah. So what is your favorite method of self-care?
I love to go out in fresh air, irrespective of whether it's raining or windy or whatever. I think just being outside and just walking. I live very close to the Alameda Key, so it's nice to go there and just walk.
So what is the best piece of advice that you've ever received?
I'll tell you the most recent one. Just a few weeks back, my younger sister drilled into me for 15 minutes straight that I should look after myself. And so she was, so that recently has been the best advice I've ever received. To take self-care is important.
Yeah. Especially with like the pandemic, I think that's very good advice.
Yes.
So what is your biggest pet peeve?
Adults not being organized. I try to be, and I think as adults, we should.
Yeah, I think you're very organized. So what is your least favorite color?
Gray.
Oh, no,
I didn't even have to think about it. Gray.
Gray.
Yes.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, that's a.
I mean, it is the current trending color, but
yeah, it is. Yeah, I feel like recently more people starting to like gray and like brown.
Yeah, I don't like it.
So, what was the last thing that you ate?
Oh, apple. Just about half an hour, 40 minutes back, and had an apple.
Was it good?
Oh yeah. I love Fuji and I love Gala.
Oh, me too. Fuji apples are really good.
Yes.
So do you like boba? And if so, what's your boba order?
No.
You don't like boba? Oh.
I like my Indian chai.
Yes. Yeah. I love Indian chai.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you a dog person or a cat person?
Dog for sure.
Yeah, me too. I'd say I'm a dog person. So, which Harry Potter house would you say that you fit into the best, considering that you just recently reread the series?
Slytherin.
Yeah, I think Slytherin's a good house. It has a lot of negative energy, but I think it's a good house.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite restaurant?
I like Thai food. So any Thai restaurant would be a good one.
Yeah, Thai is
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
I agree. So what are you going to do right after this live stream?
Go for a walk. Yeah,
That's
that's why I
interesting.
came outside, because I sit inside from 8 to 3. So
Oh, yeah.
as soon as I can, if I don't have a meeting, as soon as school is over, I go for a walk.
So are hot dogs a sandwich? Would they be classified as sandwiches?
So a sandwich should technically have 2 separate pieces of bread.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are going to break the 2 halves apart, then that will be a sandwich, I guess. Otherwise, I won't classify it as a sandwich.
That's a very smart answer.
You're doubting my smartness.
No, never. So what is your favorite spread on bread?
Hummus.
Oh, I love hummus.
I don't like mustard. It's too tangy for me. Mayo, I'll tolerate, but hummus is good.
So what's your favorite TV show?
So right now, I'm rewatching Scrubs. I also loved Schitt's Creek and Ted Lasso and all the funny ones. I love them.
Yeah, I think I watched like the first episode of Scrubs with my mom a long time ago. She also really likes that show.
Yeah, it's a nice one. It's funny.
Yeah. So do you prefer high heels or sneakers?
Haha. After knowing my height, what do you think? High heels, always high heels.
Yeah, I feel like they're just very uncomfortable to walk in though.
Yeah, for a long time, but you get used to it. And then a little bit of vanity kicks in too. So a 5-foot person would want to look tall, I guess.
What are your favorite pizza toppings?
Onion and bell pepper.
Do you like pineapples on pizza?
No. Just onion and bell pepper. I'm a vegetarian, so I'll take everything. No pineapples. No.
Oh, okay. I personally really like this.
Yeah. Actually, if pineapples are with jalapeno, they're not bad. But yeah, without, I don't think so.
What is your favorite word?
I was just telling my class the other day. Okay, I always get tripped when I say it. Discombobulate. I think the word itself is like, it's telling you the meaning of the word. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a very fun word to say.
I know. That's why I like that.
So do you like to collect anything? Like, do you have a rock collection or anything?
No, not at all.
So how tall are you on a good day?
If you were attending my Zoom class, I could be 6 feet tall.
Yeah, we can't tell, so.
Yeah, exactly. But I am 5 feet without my heels. Exactly.
It's a good round number.
Yeah. Totally. And I've gotten used to it. People around me are very tall, but I'm happy with my tiny height.
What is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
I like Ben & Jerry's salted caramel.
Oh, salted caramel is really good, yeah.
Yes. I love the cores of caramel in it.
So is Fergalicious by Fergie or Baby by Justin Bieber better? Which one's the better song?
I would personally choose neither, but if I had to, I would go with Fergalicious.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
What are you most grateful for this year?
Everyone's health. That's the prime thing.
Yeah. Sorry. What is your favorite thing about being a club advisor? Because you are the advisor of several clubs, so if you want to, you can talk a little bit about them.
Oh, perfect. Yes. So I advise the genetics club. I advise the biochemistry club. I'm also the freshman class advisor. And it is so much fun to see your students take on a leadership role in all the clubs and the freshmen as well. Every meeting I go to, as an advisor, you can just sit back and watch. And then to see, it's always amazing to see students take on charge, and then they are so confident and so organized, and they know exactly what to do and how to accomplish something. They have a timeline in place. So you just sit back and I'm just in awe. In every single club meeting I go to, I am just in awe. Especially, I went to the freshman advisor one very recently, and they are only 14, and the meeting was run so well. And so I'm just in awe of every single club that I've ever advised.
Yeah, I feel like the freshmen, especially this year with like COVID, they haven't even like been to American yet.
Right. So. And they knew exactly what they wanted and how to get from point A to point B and how to lead and how to let somebody else talk. So it's really nice as a teacher to see that all the qualities you want to see in your students, to see them have that. So that's really nice.
So what is your favorite time of day?
I'm a morning person.
Mm.
So sometimes I get up earlier than everybody else so that I can make my cup of tea. Again, we're back to tea. And then I can sit down, and then the house is quiet and it's early morning. So that's my best time.
That sounds really peaceful.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm always like asleep like 5 minutes before class starts. But
That's totally okay. Teenagers are supposed to sleep as much as they can. So that's good.
So this kind of relates to the next question. So how many hours of sleep do you get per night?
I would like to get a full 8 hours, but I hardly ever do. So I would say my max would be between 5 and 6.
I feel like that's a very standard time of like that's how much people usually sleep nowadays. So
right, yeah.
So where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Still in education. So yeah, still working with students.
That's good. Yeah, I would want you to be a teacher. It would be nice to like come back and see that you're still teaching.
I know it's fun always to see the students grow up and then go away into the real world and come back and chat with them as adults. It's really nice.
So what is one thing that most people don't know about you?
I might be looking confident and sounding confident, but sometimes I fake confidence, especially in first period. Because when you start a new topic, it's always quite jittery, or if it's a parent-teacher night, or if it's an open house. So also, I don't know if many people know about it, I have lived in 3 different continents and taught in 3 different continents.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I actually did not know that.
Yeah, I've taught in India and UK and now in the US.
Wow, so you traveled quite a lot.
Yeah.
So how often do you like to listen to music?
Every day. Every day, yes.
Yeah, you're always playing a song in the beginning of class, and it's very nice to hear that.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Keeps me going as well.
So kind of relating to the next question. So what is one song that you've had on repeat lately?
Oh, okay. So today it was Harry Styles' Adore You.
Yeah.
That is the one
I really like that song, yeah.
Okay, good. Then I'm glad you liked it. So yeah, 3 times today.
You're a Harry Styles fan. That's always good news. So what has been the highlight of your week?
Quite a few, but if I had to pick one, I got an email from a student to join his Zoom graduation in the future months. He's graduating from college.
Oh wow!
So that was nice.
That's really exciting.
He remembered and he sent me an email that I will be joining his Zoom graduation ceremony.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah.
What is your favorite smell?
Gardenia. I don't know if you guys know gardenia, but I love it in perfumes and in flowers. I love the smell.
What is your favorite spot on campus?
Rotunda. Yeah. Plus, I would also say the old science prep room. Were you guys there when we were in 500?
I don't think so, because I think in my freshman year you taught in the new building. So
okay. Yeah, but otherwise, Rotunda. I love the crossing the rotunda when students are there, and it's also exciting.
Yeah, it's very busy, like especially during like break.
Yes, absolutely.
So, Mrs. Sharma, the next question is, who's your favorite student? I don't know, like it's a good question.
Let's say, watch me get up, and let's say all 194 that I'm teaching this year, every single minion of mine is my favorite student.
Minion?
How about it? Remember, I'm the queen of the lab, and every single student that I have connected with is my favorite student.
That's good to know. At least there's no least favorite.
Yeah.
Mrs. Sharma, this is more of like a personal question, like from me to you. So, will you curve the next AP Bio test?
Time will tell.
Very true. Very true.
Try your best. That is all
I will. Don't worry.
Say. Yes, and then time will tell if we are curving it or not.
So do you have any words of advice for your current or your former students?
Absolutely, and I'll just repeat what I say to every single class of mine as often as I can say it. Don't let a letter grade define you, because that doesn't talk to your strengths. That doesn't talk to who you are. A letter grade is just something that's on a piece of paper. What is absolutely important is your integrity and empathy. If we can have integrity, if we can have empathy, grace, flexibility, those are important. That A or B or C or D or whatever's on your transcript, that's not important. And I
That's great
try my
advice.
best to get it across. So yeah.
Okay, so for our last question, it is a very, very important question. So,
Okay.
is the
Yes.
mitochondria the powerhouse of the cell?
The mitochondria. What do you think?
I remember you explained that it wasn't exactly like it is the powerhouse of the cell, but it's
Yeah.
not like the only one. So
Yeah. So well, mitochondria produces ATP through the entire process of cellular respiration.
mm-hmm.
So I would say the ATP is the power molecule of the cell. And sometimes when there's photosynthesis happening
Mm-hmm.
in a plant, then chloroplasts produce ATP too. So that's power as well. So we can't say mitochondria is the only powerhouse
Mm-hmm.
of the cell. It is one of them producing ATP. How's that?
Yeah, that's a good answer. So
Yeah.
very good
And
explanation.
shout out to my freshman student. They were totally the class of 2021. The one when I had them as freshmen. We used to have big debates on this.
Okay, so that concludes our 73 questions. So thank you so much for taking the time to do this with us. And again, once again, congratulations for being our January Nest of Honor. So there are a couple questions from the audience. They are they would like to ask you some.
Sure.
So Ashley wants to know, how do you make your tea and what brand do you use?
So I make it the proper, the Indian way. I don't use kettle tea or tea bags. I brew my tea, and I buy the tea leaves from the Indian store because I left India 30 years back, but it's I can't find the same taste of tea anywhere. So I go to the Indian store and then buy my tea from there.
So have you ever developed a British accent?
I don't think so. I was, well, so I was in London for 7 years, and even if it started to develop, by then I came to US.
Mm-hmm.
So no,
Oh,
I
okay,
don't think so.
yeah.
Yeah, and then it's very difficult to tell your own accent. Maybe you guys can tell me. I don't know.
No, I don't think you have one.
No,
You
I
have
don't think so
no,
either.
yeah.
No.
I don't hear one.
Yeah, yeah.
So have you listened to Taylor Swift's new re-recording?
Oh, yesterday only, and it was that I can't remember. It was that
Love Story.
It's from way back. Yeah. Just last night.
Yeah, she just released it last night. Yeah.
Yes.
It was very good.
Yes.
So what was your favorite memory from living in the UK?
Getting used to being out of the country. I mean, I was in India before that, so getting used to that and just setting up house, I guess, and getting used to a new environment. Starting a family. Yeah, it was. It's a nice country to be in.
Okay, so Ben wants to know, how good of a job did Isha do by asking these questions?
Isha did a fabulous job asking these questions, including whether the test should be curved or not. So she snuck that in there too. Isha is a very gracious host. So yes.
Thank you, Mrs. Sharma. Okay, so what is your go-to song?
I love Celine Dion's music. So I can listen to Power of Love on repeat.
I think the only one that I know is the one from Titanic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that too. But yeah, I like her music. Yeah.
Okay, so I think this is going to be our last question. So if you were to be an animal, which one would you be?
Oh. I could be a squirrel. That's my favorite animal. I could be the orca whale. So many different.
There's lots of options. Yeah.
Lots of options out there.
All right. Thank you so much, Mrs. Sharma. Again, thank you for your time, and again, congratulations for winning the January Nest of Honor. And we're really lucky to have you as a teacher and as a club advisor, and all the hard work that you do around campus is very evident, especially with online school. So on behalf of sixth period, I guess, thank you so much for being a very diligent teacher.
Thank you so much, Isha. Thank you so much, students of American High School and the ASB, for having me here. It was a pleasure. I really enjoyed myself. I was very nervous.
No, there's no reason to be.
But yeah, we made it through. So thank you for having me.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Have a good day
Bye.
of your weekend, Mrs. Sharma. Bye.
Thank you. You too. Bye, guys. Bye, everybody.